I'm at the gym and they just called the cops on me. This is so unfair. They said that it's illegal for me to have the biggest ass they've ever seen. I got a dump truck.
Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Man Guide. Water women are having meltdowns because gyms are banning cameras and filming. Woo! I love it. Please like, subscribe below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Some women on social media are upset after it's been found out LA Fitness is now banning people from recording individuals in the gym without their permission to combat this new trend of false accusations against men in the gym.
That need to be said again and again with fierce conviction.
So Goofy alert. This all started when it became a trend where women on TikTok will record themselves at the gym. Then if a man pops up in the background, falsely accuse him of being a creep or stating that he was doing something he wasn't.
We've seen many videos, many upon many.
Some women on social media are upset, saying that this is stopping them from protecting themselves and sharing their stories of the gym when they feel like men are being creeps.
It's called the gym staff, people. Go talk to the gym staff, get the creep out of the way. Why are you filming and not even calling the gym staff just to post this on the internet? Is that really going to solve the problem? If he was a true creep, he'd still be a creep.
This is complete cap, because so far all the videos that have exposed these so-called creeps have been exposed to be false. Not to mention, there's a reason why there's gym staff. Report the person to the gym staff. Disclaimer, I love and respect women. I do not support hate towards them. Please do not remove this video.
Why did they remove it? He wasn't saying anything bad. This sucks that it got removed. This is how bad it is. Like, when women are upset at something, any type of content that we make or any type of content that men are talking about, they can easily just mass report us and get our shit taken down. It's that easy for them.
That one didn't age quite so well.
No.
Excuse me. Come on.
Oh, what are you doing?
This is a public gym.
What are you?
We're
Okay.
working out back here,
Okay,
right?
and?
Okay, so you can do that in the locker room or you can do it at home, but don't record other people while we're working out. All right?
Well, I paid for my membership, so I can record.
You can record yourself, but you can't record us. All right, and we're in the background of that video. Right?
Okay, this is actually a skit. I actually tried to do this video before, but they copyrighted me, so I didn't do it. So Man Guide actually did it, and he made it so it's usable. It's a skit, but it really does show the entitlement of some of the women really feel when they get approached. This is why we don't really suggest you approaching women. Just call the staff.
Trust me, nobody's looking at you. This is just for my content. So
I'm sure that's what you believe. Yeah, let us get our workout in. Can you just point it another way?
I ain't gonna lie, I was filming it, and I was sitting back. I was gonna file a complaint because I was actually filming this, but you actually said something. So at this point, this is a hot mess.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I paid for my membership excuse you.
Point it over here and do your workout here, and no one's in the background of your
How
video.
about I point it wherever I
Also, a little aggressive on the guy's part, touching her stuff and moving her stuff around. I never suggest you guys do that shit because shit can escalate real quickly.
because I pay for my own membership, and you guys can leave me
Don't get too much
alone.
arrested. You gotta hit that.
How about leave me alone?
Look, just point it. over
Excuse
here.
you.
Point it over there.
Excuse
My
you.
question is, why can't you just point it that way?
My question is, why can't you all mind your business?
Because this isn't your gym. This is all of our gym.
Okay, well, this section is mine since I paid for my membership.
Just like this section.
Okay, well
What are you
then
talking about?
go over there, back to where you were. Nobody was bothering
But
you.
people come in this gym and they don't want to be on camera. I'm pretty sure like you got other people over
There's
here.
cameras all over the
Get
gym.
that chick on the side just
So-
filming as she's
Yeah, those are
biking.
for security. They don't get posted on social media.
Okay, and trust me, nobody will ever notice you guys behind
Why
me.
does everybody have to be a part of your content though?
You're not. The content's focused on me.
Look,
Nobody clicks on it to see you.
he doesn't like being in other people's videos.
Good for you. Why don't you go somewhere else?
Because we've got bench here.
We've been here.
Are you joking?
That sounds like a personal problem to me.
No, but
It
the
sounds like-
personal problem is that you need us in the back of your videos.
Entitlement.
I don't need you. I'd rather you not be there. But here we.
Again, this is a skit. Hopefully, but it does convey exactly how men feel and exactly what goes on in these type of interactions. This particular one isn't real, but it does show
Do it like this and put it in front of the wall.
How about you
Look,
stop
just turn
touching
it,
my
turn
stuff,
it this way,
sir?
and you're good.
Stop touching my stuff.
Get somebody over here or something.
Yeah,
I'm sure there
because you
are
guys are, like, assaulting me.
This is a hot mess.
Yeah, this is not right. Like, are you
This is
that full of yourself?
This is a hot mess.
You're that conceited that you got to sit here and do this?
Ma'am, just put
Yeah.
it down.
Just,
Uh,
yeah. Thanks.
Excuse you.
No,
Leave it alone. This is not yours. You don't get to
You
touch
need to
that.
grow up.
Don't worry, I got
You
it.
don't get to touch
I got it
that.
all on camera.
Thank
I got
you.
it all on camera.
Yeah, I mean, just show that to the front desk and they'll take care of it. You're gonna lose your membership.
Just go back to doing your
you
little
think
workout.
you can do this though? Like,
Just go back
you're
to
gonna
your
lose your
I
membership.
don't feel
workout.
comfortable working out around her, bro. Like,
Dude, it's not right. You're gonna lose your entire membership over being vain right now and not wanting to like play fair.
This is happening now to a lot of women.
Sounds
You're
like
up, man.
your
You're up.
problem.
No, it's not my problem until I'm on the video. Just
Excuse you.
face it the other way around, all right?
I don't want to.
This is a public gym. This isn't some kind of.
Do you know there's a no filming policy in this gym for a
No,
reason?
there isn't.
And then like you're hitting.
Yes, there is. You're not allowed.
Okay,
you're not
well,
allowed
they'll
to
be
film.
happy
You
when they
can't
see my
record-
content,
you
and it
can't
brings in a
record.
bunch of other people.
You cannot record.
I think that's how a lot of women actually think. That, oh, I'm putting out content. I'm advertising your gym for free. You should want me to be filming here.
The contract you signed says you can't record other people working out
I didn't see
for
that.
any reason.
I
It's
didn't
in
see that.
the contract that you signed.
Okay, well
You
then
gotta
get out of my
mention.
shot. Get out of my shot. You won't be
We
You're
noticed.
putting people in the shot.
I'm not putting anybody.
I literally have the camera right here. I can
You
see
have
what's.
legs. You put your body
Move
there.
this anywhere. The
Literally
benches
stop
are here.
moving it.
This is the bench area.
I'll put your work. I'll put the weights up.
Yeah,
Stop moving it.
No,
Literally
you need
leave
to
it
stop.
alone.
We need to thank
To
goodness.
re-record like several
No.
times.
What are those? They're panties. They're not even panties. They're like panties. What is she wearing? She's not wearing anything pretty much. Oh my god. Wow.
Guys showing off at the gym, part 1. I was doing yoga and then this guy walked across the turf, threw the medicine ball at the wall 3 times, and then left. Gotta love that.
I thought you were doing number 32.
Could have easily just said, "Excuse me, could you move?" Or, you're coming, close to me. We didn't have to make a face or, try to shame her.
Really don't know why this man is staring at me. I'm pretty sure it's because he fancies me or he thinks I'm a weirdo. Let's go. He's about to pass.
The man maybe took a quick glance and then turned away and then walked out. Really?
Do you
Really?
see him? It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Started a new gym today only to find out.
If men are giving you heebie-jeebies, just stay the fuck at home and work out at home. You don't need to be in the freaking gym.
People don't have gym etiquette. Here I was recording my leg stretch session for the past 15 minutes, and this lady chose to squeeze between a narrow space and walk across my video, despite having a bigger space to walk through on the other side.
It was
Mind
one
you,
quick
the
pass
space
through.
between me and my phone is not that wide, and it was obviously set up on a bright pink hydro flask.
So we all should just pay attention to your hydro pink flask.
And here comes this guy who walked around, but then chose to walk in front even though he already saw me recording.
Entitlement.
This is what modern gyms have come to. No longer are they a place to work out seriously. Modern gyms are one big social media circus for influencers to grow a following while making it everyone else's problem. It's almost impossible to work out in a big box chain gym seriously without fearing for some public humiliation because you ended up on some validation addicted woman's TikTok video. but I'm happy to say that it looks like change is on the horizon. Gyms are finally starting to wake up to the insanity that modern women are bringing into the environment. Like most things in this society, things only survive when they are making a profit. And over the past few years, gyms have started to see a rapid decrease in membership rates. This is almost exclusively due to men leaving the gym because women have essentially ruined the experience. You see, the gym used to be a place where men could gather to build physical and mental strength in a community setting. Think about the 80s with bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger and his buddies. Almost no woman to be found.
Nope.
All work, no play. Just raw masculinity in its most pure and beautiful form. The gym was once a place where men could meet and connect with each other. It was a place where you could strive to become far greater than you've ever been. And you would find other men with the same goal to support you along the way. This is what...
And that's exactly why I love the gym. I actually love seeing other men push themselves to the limit, and then it makes me want to push myself to the limit. And then when we see someone pushing themselves to the limit, guess what? We all stop, look, and like, yeah, you got it. That's gym culture right there.
What masculinity is about. Despite what feminism thinks, men are not just defective women. They connect with each other in a different way. Men bond when there's a shared goal to reach. It's unlikely that you'll find a group of healthy masculine men choosing to meet for coffee and talk about their problems. Men look for solutions. This is not toxic or wrong. This is precisely how men and masculinity have evolved since the dawn of time. But feminism likes to say that men connecting through sports, combat, or some shared challenge is the result of toxic masculinity and patriarchal conditioning. Feminism seems to think that men should be more like women. They should meet for brunch and bitch about people at work as a way of connecting with each other. But when I hear someone say this, it tells me immediately that they have absolutely no idea what masculinity is. They cannot think for themselves and are just a mouthpiece of woke leftist ideology.
Agreed.
Overcoming challenges together is the core of what it means to be men together. And the gym was the last bastion of socially acceptable places where any man could go with the goal of improving himself physically, and he would be perceived with open arms by his brothers. Back in the day, there would be gentlemen's clubs, sports teams, and Boy Scouts and other spaces where men could meet to be men. These places were necessary for men to recharge and have a...
Actually, I've been thinking about joining a gentleman's club, like a cigar club or something, just to like conversate with men on a deeper level and just like share goals and shit like that. I've been thinking about it, but I'm not much of a smoker either, so it makes it a little tough. I thought about the whole golf course thing too, but...
a space outside of the usual responsibility-laden environments of work and family. But like all things in this society, feminism couldn't allow men to be happy, and it needed to ruin it.
Yep.
They told women that they should compete with men and beat them in every arena. They gaslit society into believing that the provision of men's only spaces was unfairly discriminatory. They
also made it though it was like predatory, like we were there to gather just to cause trouble and make bad things happen. That wasn't the case.
Eventually told women to invade men's spaces or eradicate them completely, and that's when it started to change. Suddenly, the spaces that men used to enjoy were being made available to women. This society started to believe that anything male only was toxic, and anything female only was progressive. This is textbook discrimination.
Yep.
And I'll say it again. This society is not against discrimination. It's against men. This society loves discrimination if women are the ones benefiting from it. So modern women started flooding gyms like it was going out of fashion, and it completely changed the gym environment. No longer was the gym a place of sacred self-improvement. No longer was it a place of iron, sweat, blood, and brotherhood. This is what modern gyms became.
Yep, just showing off their coochies. I was telling you guys about it.
Puss-ups. This woman is doing puss-ups. Her clam is getting more of a workout here than any other body part. But don't you dare look at her in the gym. That's unforgivable. The only thing this woman is working out for is social media views. If it wasn't pretty much a sure thing that she was going to get a lot of views for this, she probably wouldn't even be in the gym in the first place.
True.
You can't possibly tell me that there's any other reason besides attention that she's doing this. There's no other explanation. If she genuinely wanted to exercise the same muscle groups, she would just go on the leg press machine like a normal person.
Yeah.
But no, she's a modern woman fitness influencer, so she's allergic to anything even remotely normal. She needs to stand out somehow, even if it means looking like a complete and total clown. And men are tired of it.
Now we are.
Listen to this amazing rant from a guy who's had enough of modern gym women. Okay, I'm gonna preface this by saying that not all girls in the gym are bad. For the most part, they do their own thing and don't care, like everybody else in the gym. But man, some gym girls just ruin going to the gym. I was doing some cardio on the treadmill, and there were 2 rows of treadmills, and I was just running on one of the ones in the back row, going about my day. Then this group of like 4 girls come in and hop on the first row, talking about stuff. I just keep running, but I was looking up, and she must have had a problem with the fact that my pupils went over her butt for like a split second while I was looking forward.
Yeah.
They murmur, and one of the girls says something like, "I'm gonna run backwards, her. At first, I thought they were joking about something else or whatever, so I keep running. But when I'm looking at the clock on the wall, I see what looks like her turning around and staring into my soul in my peripheral vision. I keep looking at the clocks as I'm kinda weirded out, and finally I look at her face and yup, she is staring right into my soul. I put 2 and 2 together and realized she had a problem with me looking in her general direction, and I roll my eyes in my head, but I respect her wishes and focus on the clock, not wanting to cause any trouble. I'm staring at the clock while running, and she stares at me again. If anything, this guy is the one who should be complaining about harassment. These women were staring at him, not
Right?
the other way around. But we all know that would never get taken seriously, but this kind of behavior from women is to be expected. Feminism created a paradigm in the minds of modern women, thereby they are entitled to anything and everything for no effort or sacrifice whatsoever. Suddenly, modern women influencers, a term I absolutely despise, started setting up their tripods, filming themselves, and generally acting like they own the place. And yes, if you just so happen to stroll into their frame, suddenly you were the bad guy.
Yep.
You were the one with poor gym etiquette, according to these women. Just look at the entitlement from this next woman.
You need to literally apologize. Get the fuck out. The man was at the machine first. He's doing his thing. He still has sets to do. Leave the man alone. Go film somewhere else.
Let me tell you what poor gym etiquette is. Setting up a tripod, hogging a piece of equipment for an hour, and filming people in public without their permission. How dare these women declare themselves the ultimate dictators on what gym etiquette is? Gym etiquette is all about considering the experiences of other people. But the fact is, these modern women in gyms are some of the most entitled women you will find in our society. They almost completely lack empathy for the experiences of those around them. They simply don't care if it makes other people uncomfortable to appear on a TikTok video, as long as they get the views from it. But some serious changes are on the horizon, and it's only just beginning. Men walking away from gyms have fundamentally changed things. Gyms very quickly realized that the majority of their customers were men, especially their most loyal and devoted customers. And when you alienate the majority of your most loyal consumer base, it starts to affect your bottom line. And any corporation will pay attention when money starts to dry up.
Well, like I said, I don't even think it's really fixing much because of this for the last year or so and gyms closing down, a lot of men now have home gyms. And when they have home gyms, they're inviting their buddies over to the home gym. So these men don't ever have to go back to the gym anymore, even if they ban filming and ban cameras.
This is the power of walking away. The person who has the most power in any negotiation is the one who has the ability to walk away. It's the person who cares less who wields the most power, and when men start to walk away, this is when things start to change. And here's how that change is starting to look. In the UK at least, many gyms have finally decided to ban recording equipment. People have been saying this for years. There are countless examples online of people expressing that recording in the gym should be bundled together. The main argument against this is that some people record in the gym for non-social media related reasons like checking their form on certain exercises. But this is in the overwhelming minority of cases.
Correct.
For every guy looking to film his form, there are 10 entitled TikTok brats looking to film their ass for views, or hopefully catch a guy glancing in their direction so they can drag him through a social media shitstorm. The worst aspects of female nature have been on full display while recording has been permitted in gyms. We've seen straight up bullying happen regularly. When you're not in great shape and not feeling confident about yourself, going into the gym can be one of the hardest things you ever do. And I have respect for anyone who makes that decision. But imagine going into the gym, tentatively doing a few exercises only to come home and find that your technique has been recorded by a group of girls and ridiculed all over TikTok. Can you imagine what that would do for your confidence? I would never set foot in a gym again. But this was the reality for countless people. And these women will not be held accountable for their actions at all. But you could guarantee that if it was a man recording and ridiculing women, he would be banned from the gym and charged with harassment at the very least. But luckily for us, change is happening. According to an article in The Guardian, UK gyms are going through a huge crackdown on this sort of ridiculous attention-seeking behavior, and I couldn't be happier about it. Pure Muscles Gym in Walthamstow, North London has banned the use of tripods at weekends. Chains are also starting to act. Virgin Active tells members it will ask for images to be deleted if they raise any concern.
Ooh.
And Fitness First says other users who may end up in videos or pictures must give their consent. A spokesperson for Pure Gym, which has more than 340 UK gyms, said
That's a lot
it
of
is
gyms.
important to respect one another's privacy. This is why our gym rules clearly state that people should not take photographs or videos on the premises unless they have permission. We also ask people to not post remarks or imagery to the internet, including social media platforms that may identify another person. This is great news, but
It is.
I wouldn't hold your breath. Without a doubt, the best thing you can possibly do as a man is to walk away and build your own home gym. Just imagine how cool that would be. All you need to do to get some
It's actually pretty damn fucking cool, to tell you the truth. I have the Bowflex bells, and then I have a bench. I don't have much else, but even just those two things, I feel kind of cool being at home working out. He isn't wrong.
serious lifting done is to walk into your garage. There you have a squat rack, a bench, more plates than you need, and a pull-up bar. A few dumbbells and maybe even a kettlebell or two, and you're golden. This is your peaceful safe haven. It's your iron church. And I haven't even mentioned the biggest benefit of all. No women. No risk of being filmed. No groups of women hogging equipment. No risk of being accused of sexual harassment. And another great thing about this is you can invite a few of your friends to train with you. Crank up the speakers blasting out Black Sabbath, my personal preference, and get to work. You might even find that no
Red Hot Chili Peppers for me.
matter what rules big gyms decide to implement, you will never go back. And who could blame you? As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think?
Whew. Shout outs to Man Guy. That was awesome, Chow. He's almost at 100K. Give him some support, guys. I want him to get that silver plaque. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.